Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Always do your best. Practice makes the master. By doing your best over and over, you can master the art of transformation. By doing your best, the habits of misusing your word, taking things personally, and making assumptions will become weaker and less frequent with time. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We had the Dow Industrials down 45, NASDAQ off 25, S&P's down 5.5, gold contract up $5.10, trading at $1,258 an ounce. Silver flat at $17.51. Platinum down $5 at $937 an ounce. Copper down 5 pennies at $2.12 a pound. Light sweet crude up 26 cents, $50.43 a barrel. Notes up 10 ticks, 130.04. 30-year bond up 22 ticks, 164.25. Both the notes and the bonds, folks, rejected their September lows. Bottom line, they want higher price, lower yield. King dollar down 402 ticks, traded at 97.56. King dollar had made it over its swing point, its July swing high. Bottom line, gave it up on price, on volume. King dollar right now is at 95.56. It's been this consolidation for quite some time. I expect now what you're going to see, it's going to start making its way back downtown to 96. The euro is trading at $1.10, and the yen is at 103.63. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? You got deviance, markets. You got to love it. Okay, so check it out. So the SPY, folks, traded down to a price point of $211.21. The swing point that it was going after was September 12th. That low there is $212.31. It rejected that low with dramatically lighter volume. You're talking about 96 million shares versus 168 million. And what does that spell? That spells that you're going to bounce once again, and we're going to go after the top of this, which is 217.03. 217.03, folks, that's your benchmark. That is where we gap down from on September 9th. That's the SPY. You go into the Dow Industrials, it's the same setup in the Dow Industrials. Dow Industrials traded to a low today of 17,959. You got under the swing point. You closed over the swing point. We did volume of 878 million versus 1 billion shares. That also is a failure on price, failure on volume. Dow Industrials now, a game once again to try to get up into 18,404. So the Dow and the S&P have been the weakest. I don't see them going to their highs, but guess what? That consolidation that we've been in since September 9th, that's still game. NDX 100. NDX 100 also rejected lower price, had lighter volume. Let's go see what the composite, where we came in. The composite, okay, so you came in with 1.7 billion versus 2 billion, versus 2.2 billion. Same setup. So the composite itself went to a low today of 51.69. That was going into the strength that was established out here on the 15th. It didn't even get into, it did get into. Yeah, it did get into the bar of the 12th. The high of the 12th is 52.17. The low is 5,097. Bottom line, that's saying also that, guess what? We're going to go back topside again, go after 53.40. We go to the NDX 100. And, of course, next week, all those NDX 100 stocks are going to be coming out with earnings, so it's going to be wild watching this thing shake out. So the NDX 100, that got down to a price point of 47.60, and, yeah, that's the one that didn't even make it to the high. So what we have there is this, is that we're at 48.03. That is going to make a run once again up for this 49.04 level. Gold contract. What do we have with gold? Gold out here today, up $5, sideways moving gold. Coming into tomorrow, Friday in the gold market's going to be a trip in general. I do expect you're going to get into the 12 69 in gold. And why? I'm going to switch right over to the U.S. dollar right now. So the dollar index, folks, failed on price, failed on volume. The dollar index rate is down 392 ticks. You're at 97,570. So 97,610 was the July high, folks, okay? It had got over that July high on Wednesday, but again, we knew that it didn't have the juice, meaning, you know, because all the juice got taken out of that market on the 7th. You got up into that high with 29,000 contracts that it needed like 50,000. We did 28,000 today. You got back inside it. What I expect you're going to see this start making its way down to the 95.70. And if we go over to the yen, watch this correlation. So we'll go over to the yen for a second. I expect the yen is going to be lower tonight too. So the yen today got to a price point of $104.64. Right now at 103.64, the yen is going to try to get into 102.79. So there's going to be action all night long in the currencies, which are going to keep action in the commodities as well as the indices. We go take a look at the bonds. What do you have with bonds? This is a deviant move beyond belief. What is it? 10-year note, 30-year bond. They both rejected their swing points that were established out here on the 13th of September. Bottom line, they had lighter volume. They rejected them, and you're right back inside the higher range again. So can't bust them down? Guess what? You're going to go bust them up. And we're talking about bust them up in the 10-year. That'll be 131.23. What was intriguing out here today is that even when the market was coming back, the market was down, the Dow was almost down a couple $100. When the market was coming back, but the bond market still didn't give it up. The bonds are still strong out there. We go take a look at the TLT. You'll see the TLT. What the TLT had done yesterday was coming into its strength. Came in there with dramatically lighter volume. We only did 7.8 million versus 15.6 million. You're right back inside the range again. You're at 133.46, and all I had to do is get back inside 133.36 to set up a run to the top of that range again, which is the 139.15. There's action everywhere, man. Silver. We're going to take a look at the silver market, particularly coming into Friday. Silver is laying out here at $17.51, and both the physical and physical gold and silver, you know, it needs to get jump started here. But I expect that's exactly what you're going to get. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. We have Dow finished down 45, NASDAQ off 25, S&P's down 5.5. We're going to be right back.